WMC-TV, Memphis.
This is the NBC Television Network.
Hey, what's going on, folks? My name's Bill, and of course, this is Late Night with Bill and Largo, and you're watching Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. Unfortunately, Largo had things to do today, and he wasn't going to be able to come on, so I've got a special guest host with me tonight, Sir Clifden. I will be introducing him here shortly, but before we get started, of course, as we always do, we're going to shout out our Patreons: Grindhead Jim, Jim Largo, Pope, Masters Maniac Mexico, aka Rolo, Will McLaughlin, Bjorn Jorgensen, Johnny Sorensen, Ocean Breathe Salty, Sir Clifton, Gojatron, the Melvor, and Chris Tremblett. Thank you so very much for supporting this show. I appreciate all that you do for me and my show. And real quick, let me run over and see if I can catch up on some of the comments that have been going on since early today at 8:53. Johnny Sorensen came in and said the Magic Man coming up on Late Night. Be there and be awesome, folks. So yeah, I did a magic trick today. We'll do a replay of that real quick. Of course, Michael Purvis came in to say, "Hey guys," and Bjorn Jorgensen wanted to know how the benefit went. Grindhead Jim came in and told me that I'm out of my mind for doing this show after doing that marathon stream today, which we will talk about here in just a minute. And of course, yes, he told Bjorn that we did hit our goal. We made our $1,000 today, folks. Rolo is in good hands. Very good. And of course, Bjorn did win some stuff. Mr. Eldor from Masterversal Toy Hunter came in. Thank you for showing up. Moving on down the line. Let's see what else we got going on here. Radical Toys in the house. Hey, Adam, good to see you. Thank you for coming by today, sir. And Johnny Sorensen says, after that filthy charity stream, I needed a wash. Don't worry. I've got something special for you today, Johnny, if you stick around for it. We've got one of our wonderful staples of the show, a 1950s video. This one's from a health classroom for boys only, so it's going to be good. Let's bring in my co-host here, Sir Clifton. I love those shades. They match that shirt. Tell us what you got there, Sir Clifton. Unmute your mic there, brother. You forgot.
Okay, I'm here. These are Oakley Jawbreakers, and they came just like this right here, factory. And they got the Superman colors and ruby lenses.
There you go. There you go. Look at that. So everything you see is rose colored, I take it.
No, it's normal.
Very interesting.
Just something to kind of blow everybody's minds, that Oakley coordinated too. So
Yeah.
uh-oh,
Our
he's
internet
gone
connection
Max
is going to
Edrum.
be a bear tonight.
Yep.
Yep. Be right back. And I was just kind of going through here and highlighting a few comments while you were telling us about those stylish shades that you're sporting there, my friend. Bjorn said that he went and got all 3 Motu Hot Wheels that they released. Now,
Wow.
the question is he talking about the little battle ram and the little wind raider, or is he talking about like the He-Man car and the He-Man van and stuff like that they just like the ones that they never rode in the cartoon?
Yeah.
Don't know. And of course, the train decides to come by. See, Eduardo has a chicken. I have a train.
Sometimes a train runs by my house too, so I know the pain.
And Duffman's Diorama's in the house. I hope you're doing well, Duffman. Catch us up on how you're doing because we know you've been going through it here lately there, my friend. We'll have that one. Wind Raider. Epic Badger. Hey, what's going on there, Jesse? Good to see you in the house. The Oak Man cometh. I think he's referring there to you, Sir Clifden. Pop
Yes, sir.
the Trunk Toys in the house. Hello, sir. Good to have you. Good to have you. What is Manic saying here? I watched Pixel Dan, and there was a Resurrection Toys table set up there, and I believe he bought one. Yes,
Wow.
Pixel Dan is aware of Resurrection Toys. As a matter of fact, Pixel Dan bought some. I think it was Pixel Dan bought some of Rolo's Mexican bootleg toys one time when we had a charity stream. Yep, Battle Ram, Wind Raider. So you got 3 Battle Ram, 2 Battle Rams, and 1 Wind Raider. Or did you mess up?
Wow.
And Radical Toy saying, hey. All right, so that takes care of the chat. I'm just kind of running through that. What you been up to, Sir Clifton? Did you spend most of the day watching us just like I spent most of the day being on the show?
Yes, I did. I watched that, and it's really amazing that everybody in the community. I've been really saying this, and putting it out there, and man, did it really show it today? And that's hashtag collecting family.
Absolutely, and I actually did it this time. I remembered to put it in the title. And yes, when you put a hashtag in like that, YouTube gives you a list of some to pick from, and our collecting family is not in there. But
Yeah.
I believe Sir Clifton's on to something. If enough of us use it, it will finally get in there, and then other people can use it as well.
Yes, sir.
And Johnny Sorensen here is saying congratulations on the prizes. Yeah, very good. Yeah,
Yep.
Johnny Bjorn won some prizes, and so did Motu Joneser. But I don't know how much he kept. Some of those prizes went back to Goja trying to be resold, so the money could go back in. So. And Bjorn says 99% of his Doc Savage custom figure came in. So, Bjorn is a customizer as well, and he does some awfully good work. Whatever you're doing there has got me intrigued.
Well, he mentioned that about the prizes, and I just kind of thought, if Joneser's out there, or if he watches a replay, that
Yeah, he's not going to be here tonight. He had other things that he had to do. He wasn't going to be home in time, but he said he would be watching replay.
Well, Joneser won the Oakleys that got put up for a raffle. Here's the box they come in.
Mm-hmm.
Giving away a brand new microfiber bag, still in the bag. So he has a nice one along with the one that comes factory, the regular black one here.
All right.
He's going to get this nice case to put his sunglasses in if he doesn't wear them.
Okay.
And then here's the sunglasses that he won. They are Oakley Radar EVs.
Okay.
And I went through the Oakley custom department. These are a microfiber frame.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put the blue ellipse stretch icon and then the ear socks and nose pad to match it.
Okay.
They are black prism lenses.
Okay.
And
sharp ass glasses, man.
And he does not get the bob head.
No. The mannequin is for display purposes only. So
right.
Well. And of course, if I had that head, I would write the word "help" right across here on the forehead of it.
And as everybody's saying, it still had the little stickers that they put on it, the little static thing that they put on it on the lenses. They've never been worn; they're brand new. So he's going to get a nice pair of glasses, man.
Nice,
really nice.
All right, let me bring in our special guest. This is Mike Purvis of Manic Plastic Toys. Let's bring him on in. Hey, Mike, what's going on, man? You contacted me a little earlier. I'll unmute your mic there, bro. But
yeah,
you contacted me a little earlier today and said you'd like to be on. So you got the floor, man.
Oh yeah. So what you got new?
Me?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Since you ask, I will tease. Let's bring up the toy cam here. And I'll embiggen that real quick just for everybody's benefit. As you can see there, center stage is Mia Asano and her violin. That is a new custom figure that I made. The recipe is pretty simple. I didn't have to do a whole lot. That is WWE Mattress of the WWE Universe, Stephanie McMahon's body, all of it. I didn't change anything about that, but I did snap that ugly head off of it, and I replaced it with a Page head from the Mattel WWE Elite line. But I did have to do a little bit of modification to that head. Other than boiling it so that it would snap on the neck peg, I also cut her hair so that it would fit a little better and trimmed it. I did a brown wash on her face to match the skin tone of the body, and I redid her lipstick and eyeshadow. Other than that, it's pretty simple, straightforward figure. Beside that, you will see a figure that we're going to look at tomorrow's show. We got Dungeons and Dragons War Duke by NECA. Yes, I know.
Wow.
I've already had him out of the package. He's a little stiff, but he is moving around, and I'm probably going to loosen him up a little bit before tomorrow's show a little bit more. And it's a stunning figure, but we're going to see how it scales up with the Dungeons and Dragons figures that I already have of the cartoon characters. And that's kind of what I got now. Of course, I know you guys can see that whale back there in the background, right in front of Castle Grayskull and behind the figure box. That features in a video of mine where we find out that there is a well outside of Castle Grayskull that leads to caverns that go into Castle Grayskull. So,
wow.
Yeah. All right. So that's what I got going on. The main question there, Mike, is what do you have going on, my friend?
Well, I got him.
Oh yeah. I think I showed him off on the show last week.
Man,
Venger
There,
and
yeah.
Master. Nice.
I
Did
have my. Go ahead.
did you have any trouble with the joints or anything? Did you have to loosen them up a little bit?
I didn't mess with them too much
Mm.
because everybody's heard about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well aware.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that if I actually do remove mine from the package for any display purposes, that's all it will be is display. I don't think I'll be playing with those toys too heavily. I'm kind of scared.
Same here. Yeah.
Yeah, I would be too.
Yeah.
I did get the Origins King Randor.
Did you?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be the 2000X Randor or the regular
Uh,
Burger King Randor.
the regular one, yeah, Burger King.
Yeah. Well, hey, call it what you will, folks. And I'm not knocking the 2000X Randor. That is a beautiful figure, but it doesn't fit in with what I'm collecting. The Burger King Randor looks more like what I was going for. So I kind of passed on 2000X Randor. But hey, and I'm looking back there behind you there. You had showed me some pictures on Instagram not too long ago that
Yeah,
you
I've
have
changed.
reorganized your
Yeah.
tool shelf. Let's bring him up a little bigger there where we can kind of look at what he's got going on there. Look at that organization. I am impressed. Tell us a little bit about what each shelf holds there, man.
Well, the bottom's got Origins. Next one's got Masterverse.
Okay.
The one after that's got Vintage, and pretty much the vehicles and stuff are on top.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Now, did you make those shelves yourself and build them into the wall?
Actually, Walmart has them for like $13.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No.
Good.
Yeah, they're not bad at all.
Very cool. Well, the question must be asked then, Mike. Are you getting ready to put in your orders for all that Motu Origin stuff that got dumped on us here recently?
I think I'm gonna wait on them.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
a little bit too much.
Yeah, a lot of our friends in the community sat there and put pre-orders on every bit of that stuff. And I'm
Yeah.
talking $600 worth of stuff or more. I did what I thought I wasn't going to do. I'll admit I went ahead and ordered the Point Dread, but the reason I did, I went over before. There's some play value items in there that I think make it worth purchasing. I ordered the Skeletal Warriors. One pack grindhead, Jim. But I don't know how many you ordered, but I think you ordered a shitload of them. I can see why. I mean, I can see why they make perfect minions. But I got one pack of them, and I ordered the Skeletor Screech 2-pack simply because I wanted Screech on Origin Screech to go with my Origin Zor. Yeah. So that's what I did. So what all did you order or did you order any of it there, Mike?
I didn't order any. I'm gonna wait.
Mm.
I can't afford all that.
No. And of course, we're hoping that the Moss Man will actually be available for purchase in Walmart on the shelf. There was another, I think one of the Sunman characters, I forget which one it was, is going to be a Walmart exclusive. Do you remember, Sir Clifton?
Duplico.
Yeah.
Duplico, you're correct.
And he's been spotted in a Walmart here in Texas and outside of San Antonio, according to Toy Habits.
Yeah, I saw. I didn't see the
him.
video itself, but I did see the. I think there was she put something. Toy Sorceress put something on Instagram about that. That doesn't mean a lot to me because you know what happens when you order something through Walmart online and you return it to the store, right? Yeah, they put it back. They put it on the shelf, okay. Oh. And that's how some people ended up getting some of their Wave 2 lines in the Walmart stores in the United States. You know, because and you know, I think I think I saw a Manny Faces on a Walmart shelf, and it was an online return. So I'm not going to be disappointed if they actually show up on the shelf. Yes, I am pessimistic by nature, because I'm rarely disappointed and occasionally get a nice happy surprise. But just because I'm wrong doesn't mean that I'm that that I'm
He's going Max Headroom on us.
Yeah.
Yeah, the internet rarely gives me a good day. I had a good day on Grindhead Jim's stream show. I mean, I went out a couple
You
of times.
did.
Too bad. What Bjorn says that yes, Bjorn has a point. Bjorn's Walmart has all the cool stuff that we like, and they always get it sooner than any other Walmart I know of. And I don't know why, because he's smack dab in the middle of the United States. It's probably the same length from either coast from where he lives at. So,
Wow.
yeah, and probably so. And it probably those weird chips that you want too, the ones that are flavored with, like, you know, pumpkin spice or something.
Ugh. Ugh.
Beat me to it. God. Okay. All right. So yeah, there's that. So we got all that going on. Do I think Moss Man will be available on the shelf in Walmart? I think it will be. Comes pre-put together, and they just bring it out, you know, and put it on the end of the shelf. That's how we'll find our Moss Men. I don't think there's going to be a planogram. The planogram is gone from the Walmart in Clarksdale, and it's being clearanced out at the one in Batesville. I haven't been to Oxford in a while, so I don't know. I mean, do they take the planograms down and put them back up? That's not out of the realm of possibility, but it's highly, highly improbable. What do you think there, Sir Clifton?
What I think right now is that I know that here in my place, in my part of the world, they wipe Motu off the face of the area. So I have to drive to 4 different cities, and each city, by the way, is 3 hours away from my hometown. So, you know, I know it doesn't affect everybody, and I know that, you know, I'm not going to shy away from it. I don't know what the big deal about it is, because everybody in the world knows where some of this stuff comes early. But, you know, I'm not like over here at West Coast where I've got a Par Mart and a Frankensons
Yeah.
to go to at the corner to go pick up my deal. You know,
Yeah.
if we all had one of those in our favorite city, you know, I think everything would be in a perfect world. But, you know, it don't affect those folks, but I'm going to tell you, it affects me. And what I'm seeing, I'm hearing all these folks say, oh, Motu isn't going nowhere. Motu isn't going nowhere. Yeah, it is. It is going somewhere. It's where it's been. It's where it's going to be. It's an online model. It's going to quit being in the stores. You're going to have to shop online.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah. Well, basically, that's what we've been doing all along. I mean, and Jones talked about that the other day. I mean, I asked him, you know, what his thoughts were on it. And he goes, well, when were you ever able to find what you wanted at Walmart? I saw 2 waves at Walmart. The very first wave, and then that Naked Stratos wave that never ever went away, that just lingered like a fart in an elevator.
I saw the wave with Faker.
Yep.
I saw that one. Now, and Sorceress, like you said.
Yeah, if you want Buzz Off, and you want a Naked Stratos, and you want Sorceress, they're there to be had if they're still on your shelves, if they still got the planogram up. If not, they're over there on the clearance shelf getting clearanced out. And you know, now I will admit the vehicles did go through the stores here. We got Strador, which is not it's sort of a vehicle. It's a beast slash vehicle, I guess you could say. We
Right.
got Strador. I saw some Wind Raiders in there. I got a Roton in there. I got a Land Shark. Got all that stuff in there. Yeah, I mean they came through and they were available in the Target stores too. But I think the Targets, the nearest one to me was in South Haven, Mississippi. They they kind of lingered on Naked Stratos there for a little while. I'll go over to Mr. Home Arcade.
Yeah.
He went toy hunting just to see what was out there right after Guru said what he said, and he found a hell of a lot of Naked Strato.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
And
think Roton, I've got 10 at one of my Walmarts.
and Bjorn said that there was 21 Stradors at one point at his Walmart.
wow.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, those Stradors didn't last long before they clearanced them on either. Now I'll tell you what they did hang on to for the longest time were those flocked Panthers. They wouldn't go down on the price on those to save their life. But they finally did.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it took them a while to do that.
and that
Absolutely.
Battle Cat, the Masterverse.
Yeah.
The
another
Masterverse
one.
Battle Cat kind of hung around for a while, kind of like a sore on my butt that just won't go away. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that have we ever seen as much stuff dump at one time on these online stores as we have with this last reveal?
Man,
I've
that was a lot.
I've never seen that much stuff go down
a
at
lot.
one time. Usually they space that stuff out. There's a wave with a vehicle and what
Yeah.
5 figures and maybe a couple of special figures, the deluxe, and then a few months later, after we've recovered from buying all that, the next one will come out. But what was about three waves all at one time, plus 2 play sets if we count Snake Mountain, which they are probably going to release
At least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all at one time.
All at once.
And that my mind just goes, they don't want to warehouse this shit. They're trying to dump it. They're trying to get rid of it. So do I think that they're sitting there spending money on new tools to make new figures that we haven't ever seen before? Rio Blast. I don't think so, but what do I know? I'm just a collector. I'm not no insider or anything.
There's
Right.
one figure I wish they would make, and it's the Malactha from the cartoon. Remember the archaeologist?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I know exactly who you're
It's
talking about.
never been made.
They never did that in classics either. But then again, Super 7. How long did Super 7 make those figures that were based on the cartoon in the classic style? 2 years, 3? I don't remember.
Yeah, I didn't collect them.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, that was
They were
out of
too
my
much.
realm.
They were out of my price range. Plus, you had to be.
Yeah.
You had to. It was like a club. It's kind of like what was it? You remember back when we were kids in the back of a comic book magazine? For just a
Right.
penny, you could own all of these cassette tapes. All you got to do is send it in. But what you didn't realize was now you've done signed up for the club, and every month they're going to send you a brand new record or cassette or whatever, and you have so long to either send it back or deny it. And of course, we were kids. We forgot all about that shit until the shit stacked up like that right there. It was like, I think it happened on Beaver one time on Leave It to Beaver, and his dad had to bail him out of that shit. Have we ever seen a Roton vehicle? We have never seen a Roton vehicle, but yeah, I shop online now only, and buy Toys R Us, which they still have in a form up there in Canada. I don't think it's anything like what we consider a Toys R Us down here in the United States.
Yeah, Retro J goes there all the time.
I can't see it lasting but a few more short years. I can't see it lasting but a few more short months. Personally, I don't know. I mean,
Man.
They're talking August when this stuff is gonna all drop at one time. And if you guys got overtime, don't spend your overtime money. Sock that aside in your savings account because you're fixing to get a hell of a hit if you ordered all that shit. I'm telling you.
Ooh, I saw somebody's bill was like $600.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too. That's why I said that number a minute ago, and it might have been Motu Joneser. I think
I
Motu.
think it was.
Yeah, I
He
think.
spent 5 or 6.
Yeah, and he didn't order everything. He
Ooh.
skipped on a couple of things that he just wasn't interested in. So that tells you, if you ordered all of it, yeah,
I had to pick and choose what I got. So
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Johnny says, I've been doing unpaid work at a charity shop this week and got a pile of free books, some limes, and some actual spicy chips where someone donated. Hey, Johnny got it going on there.
heck yeah.
Oh, did anybody catch Tony's video over there on Analog Toys that he did recently about how toy companies bribe YouTube channels?
No.
All right. If you guys have, I'm not gonna go over it in excruciating detail because I want you guys to go over there and check out Tony's channel. Bjorn, if you're over there, please put up the link to Tony's channel so folks can subscribe to him. Tony, if you don't know, it runs a channel called Analog Channels and Analog Toy, excuse me, and he is friends with Bobby Valla of Valaverse, and he supports the Action Force line greatly over there.
Wow.
He's been collecting Action Force since way before Bobby had the line back in the days, and he also collects other toys, and he is also has his own action figure in the Action Force line called the Desert Rat. That is Tony. Okay. So Tony did a video recently where he talked about something that happened recently right before this Mattel dump of all these toys. And he received an email from the, how did he put that? It was a stupid long word that sounded like corporate ease. The online influencer marketing coordinator at Mattel sent him an email offering him exclusive content for his channel early, pictures, possibly being invited to events, and maybe even some free toys if he would sign a non-disclosure agreement with them and feature the content on his channel. Of course, he declined to actually do any of that, but what he did do was on the day that all of that stuff released was the date that they said that he could release his information. He looked to see how many toy channels already had videos queued up and ready to go right then and there. And that told him who had signed that non-disclosure agreement in our community. So what does that mean, though? Can you say what you want to say about a toy once you've entered into a relationship like that with a toy maker? Or do you say what they want you to say in the hopes of getting some of that free swag that might be coming your way, or maybe that pass to the back room of the convention where all the big wigs might be that you can move around with? You kind of would that influence your mind to think, okay, I can be the next Pixel Dan if I sign this non-disclosure agreement and do what they tell me to do? What do you guys think about that? I mean, that's kind of interesting, is it not?
It is.
Be honest.
Yeah.
Sir Clifton, be honest.
Well, I will be honest. Yeah, it is interesting, but I'll tell you what, if they offered that to me, I wouldn't do it because I'm an open mind.
Uh-huh. Well, but
and
right. I mean, but how many people would, though? I mean, because that's kind of enticing. I mean, if I wasn't,
it is, but
if I wasn't as old as I am now, and I wasn't as savvy about this kind of stuff as I am now, hell, in my 20s, I might have fell for that, thinking, hey, I'm gonna be the I'm gonna be the next and greatest. I'm gonna have my hands on information that nobody else does, not realizing that 100 other channels got the same damn letter that I did, and I'm nobody special, and that now I've sold my soul to the company store, and I got to toe the line
No,
because
I wouldn't, but
you know, be honest, and in chat too. Be honest. I mean, would you be able to be truthful and speak what the truisms if you felt beholden unto them like that? I mean, this happens all the time, not just in this in our industry. It happens in others as well. All these online influencers have agreements with these companies. Disney is a perfect example of that. When that Halcyon Galactic Star Cruiser was it $6,000 for 2 nights in a cramped little no window thing with a couple of stage shows or whatever. As soon as that got done, they invited all of these online YouTube influencers to the thing, and they all came back with these glowing reviews of it. And then we found out what it really was, right?
right.
And if any of those guys that went and got that free trip to the Halcyon had come back and told the truth, how many more special offers like that would they have gotten from Disney after that?
Yeah. You're right.
And Bjorn's got the link to the video up for me as well. Thank you, Bjorn. You are a treasure, my friend.
Yep.
And Bjorn says, I will admit I might be tempted. I agree. I mean, it is a very enticing offer. I mean, think about it. Think about how much these toys cost. Michael, you know as well as I do.
Yeah.
The hit on the wallet's going to be great, especially if you want all of them. But what if you get some free toys like Pixel Dan does? You know, Pixel Dan don't pay for toys.
Yeah,
I mean, how in the hell is he doing a review on a toy that we can't even get yet because it's still on pre-order at Big Bad Toy Store? Have you ever wondered about that? I like Dan. Don't get me wrong. I watch his show all the time. He's cool as hell.
Oh yeah.
But still, I mean, in the back of your mind, you got to remember that. I mean, where did he get that toy from, and how did he get it earlier than me or anybody else?
That even makes you say about another YouTuber, I'm not going to mention the name, but was able to go and see some things, and you know, guess what is more or less confirmed. You know, pretty much everything that was showed, and we're getting a pre-order for it. So you know, it's a double-edged sword. Hooray for those that do it, but also I applaud those that don't sell their soul.
Well, here's the thing about it. There's nothing wrong with doing that, in my opinion. But I think that a disclosure needs to be set up front. And of course, most of them do disclose it. We just don't see it because it's on a page that's hidden somewhere. I've got one myself. It's over on my blog. It's under the legalese. Nobody ever reads that shit, but it's in there, and I put it up there for a reason, just to cover my ass. And if you don't have one somewhere, you need to get one. If you're going to have any kind of online presence, be it a blog or anything else, it's just there, just in case. And yeah, everybody's down here being snake men tonight. I love that. But yeah, so there's nothing wrong with that, and there's nothing wrong with watching those channels, okay, folks? No. Watch the channel. Just remember, like when I watch Pixel Dan, I love Pixel Dan's reviews. I love his excitement about the toys. I love the way he presents the toys. And now it's comparison time. And when you hear that, you know you're watching Pixel Dan. That's why I don't compare figures on there, because that's a Pixel Dan thing.
Right.
But you have to remember in the back of your mind, you know, about what's going on, you know, and you have to be objective about listening to what he has to say. Now, I will give Pixel Dan his props. When his Mattel, not Mattel, but Hasbro Dungeons and Dragons figures came with broke off hands and all that, he was happy to let everybody know that they were pieces of shit, and I'll give him his props on that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then
I did see that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're about 44 minutes in. It's time to do some fun. Would you guys like to learn a little bit about how boys grow and what happens when they're growing?
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Be prepared, folks. And I'm going to try to unmute you guys' mics so y'all can talk over this, but you may not be able to because I actually let my good old buddy StreamYard here do most of the heavy lifting for me so it doesn't spaz out on us while we're watching this. But here we go, folks. This is called As Boys Grow.
Maybe I'll start shaving soon.
Come on, we better get a move on or we'll be late for class.
Yes, shaving is part of it, and there were still other changes. Some of these things most kids knew about, while others didn't.
Hey, you know something?
No, what?
I had a wet dream last night.
Wet dreams? What's that?
Oh, you know, some sperm comes out of your penis.
Sperm?
Yeah, sort of a sticky stuff. Guy's part of a baby. Didn't your brother ever tell you about that?
No. He never says much about anything. So that means you can start a baby.
It was something new to Bill, this business of nocturnal emissions, just as a lot of other things were new. Growing up is a time of change. Everything seems to happen at once.
The coat said it's glands.
Well, you get those from your parents.
Hey, what is this? You all taking the afternoon off?
Hey, Coach, didn't you say it was glands that made guys different?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, today in biology class, Mr. Davis said we're all different because of our parents.
That's right. I meant the way your body develops at puberty.
Puberty? What's that?
Well, that'd take a little explaining. Maybe later, huh?
Yeah, but when?
Well, how about after practice this afternoon?
Sure, great.
Okay, but we've got work to do now. Come on, let's get out there. Come on, fellas. So that afternoon in the locker room, I started answering some of the boys' questions.
Hey, you having a meeting?
No, just talking. Sit down if you want to. Let's see, where was I? Oh, yes. Well, each of us is different from the day we're born. No two people are exactly alike. Some of those differences are inherited from our parents.
See? I said so.
Then at puberty, certain glands begin to work, and our bodies begin to change.
But where are these glands? Yeah. And what's puberty?
Well, puberty? Well, puberty's a lot of things. Mainly, though, it's a time of change. For you, it means your bodies are changing from boys to men.
You mean like having to shave? Say, when's a guy start shaving anyway?
Oh, there isn't any special age. You're all going to start at different times. That's because everybody matures according to his own body's rules. In general, everybody grows broader in the shoulders, the ribs, and the pelvis. Your arm and leg bones grow longer, and so does your back, from the neck to the buttocks. But everybody doesn't develop at the same time, or in the same way. Jim, for instance, is bigger all over than you, Pete, but that just means he started filling out earlier. You'll catch up. George now is growing tall instead of filling out. Mike is more like Jim. Ben will be tall, probably, and big all over. Well, everybody is just naturally a little different.
Yeah. But where do these glands come in?
Well, it's the sex glands, or testes, that actually get these changes going. Here, maybe a diagram will help. Here's the penis and the scrotum that holds the testicles or testes inside. Now, when you're around 14, maybe sooner, maybe later, the testes start making a chemical substance called a hormone. It's this hormone that causes the changes. It enlarges the penis itself and starts hair growing here and under your arms and on your face. It even affects your voice, makes it deeper. It also makes you grow thicker or taller or both.
That hormone. Is that what you call sperm?
No, sperm is something else. Sperm is made in the testes too. Do you all know what sperm is?
Yeah, it's the guy's part of a baby, isn't it?
That's right.
But how does it get out from the testicles?
Through tubes here. There's one from each testicle. Goes up, down again, through a storage place, and out into the penis. Now, when the penis erects, gets hard, the sperm can come out in what's called an ejaculation.
Not every time, though.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, sometimes the penis gets hard without,
Oh, without an ejaculation of sperm? Oh, yes, that's right. You see, all an erection is an increase in blood in the penis, which is made up mostly of spongia. Now, when something excites us sexually, this tissue fills up with blood, and the whole organ is extended or hard, erect.
sometimes that just happens by itself, doesn't it? You know, like in the morning.
Oh, yes, you don't have to be thinking about sex to have an erection. Pressure from a full bladder can cause it, or rhythmic movements of the body, horseback riding, say. Yes, George?
Does an erection, well, does that mean you have too much sperm and you ought to get rid of it?
Get rid of it? No. But sometimes your body will do that by itself, at night. It's called a nocturnal emission, or wet dream.
Does that? Well, I was told it had something to do with pimples and stuff. Is that right?
No. No, you see, when you reach puberty and all these changes start taking place, there are a lot of glands involved. Not just the sex glands. For instance, there's one in the back of the brain called the pituitary. And then there are the thyroid glands here in the neck. Now, some things about these glands are still a mystery. But we do know that a hormone from one can affect the others. And in a lot of people your age, this may partly cause skin trouble.
Well, what can you do about it?
Oh, if it really bothers you, you should see a doctor. He'll tell you what to do. It can be cleared up pretty well these days. Hey, it's about time.
Hey, could we go on with this tomorrow?
Yeah, how about it?
Sure, okay. Come on down early, huh?
Yeah, come on down early, kids. We'll talk about it some more. Creepy fucking code.
I was gonna say, okay, I got nothing to say after the coach spoke.
Yeah.
Why the hell do we have to write ejaculation on the blackboard?
Oh man.
Hey John, how's it going, man? We're just learning about how we grow as we get a little older and some of the things that may happen to our bodies. Yes, Bjorn is a growing boy. He said these tips might be useful for him. I hope I helped there. Some of the questions that you may be asking, and it's best, I guess, to go to an adult with these questions when you're a growing young man instead of going to your older brother who will lie to you and tell you things that aren't true. Or even worse, the little kid across the street who seems to know it all but really doesn't. You know, oh, Sudio, what the hell did I just walk in?
A creepy coach.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to see when I'm up to my old shenanigans here on late night. That's why it's on late night. This show's not for kids, folks, but yeah. Coach is available for homeschooling. Oh.
I like the one with the comment about having the riding the Strador.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was riding Strador, I got a funny feeling, Coach. I could just see them.
Oh man, good stuff.
I think it would be better to go to your dad than it would be to go to Coach Creepy Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? He had very good handwriting. I think everybody did back in the 50s. They actually taught penmanship in school back in those days.
That was a good one.
Oh man.
Jesus.
Oh man.
Don't worry, I've got a billion of these. They won't all be this. Last week we learned how to keep ourselves clean, but
Bjorn has a point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh man. Witch hunt.
creepy coach dude. Yeah, and yeah. But you know, times were a little simpler back in those days. Apparently, what's being taught in schools nowadays is not nearly as wholesome as old Coach Creepy Man over there. Oh, on with the show.
Yeah.
Let's
How do you
move
follow
on.
that?
I mean, I kind of feel like I'm a little dirty here. Maybe I need to go take a shower or something and get
Man.
This is a conversation that could have raked in millions for Rolo earlier. Possibly, but I don't think Grindhead Jim would have allowed me to do that. He keeps me on a short chain when I'm over there on his show. About as far as I could get was a Dr. Deadly with a syringe in his hand, getting ready to give out pokes.
Y'all making me cry laughing. Oh man.
Hey, there's more. There's more where that. So yeah, I would have paid.
Oh damn.
All right, Jim, if you're
Wow.
still around, take note for the next event that we do. Let Bill show his shitty health films. Either that or they pay money for me not to show the film.
Oh man.
I should have left this one for last because everybody's just totally fucking speechless after that. All right, on for a different subject. Did any of you guys get to see the final recut video of Drunken Sailor? What'd you think about that, guys?
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, the replay of that will be available on my Patreon. If you want to watch that, join my Patreon. I'm sure Nightbot has spammed the channel plenty of times on how to do that. So, yeah, I worked very hard on that, and maybe I should leave. No, stick around. It's going back to normal here. Either way, he's getting the money, says Jennifer. World made of cardboard. What is that? Sad part is, in high school, my PE coach was my sex ed teacher. Really, ooh, they had sex ed. They didn't have such things when I was in school. Yeah, I stayed up all night long recutting that Drunken Sailor video. Got home Friday afternoon. Nobody was home except me. My old lady had to go to work, so I ate me a sandwich and got in here and worked on that. And when I finally got finished, it was 3:30 in the morning.
Ooh.
I crawled in bed about 4:00. I got about 3 hours of sleep and got back up again, and I haven't been in bed since. So
You were going to sleep when I was getting up.
yeah, pretty much. And
Wow.
yeah, the Folgers K cups are what I'm medicating myself with right now. So if I get a little jumpy, guys, and you guys kind of know what's going on. I'm high on caffeine and life. It was the 80s, man. Okay. All right, yeah, all right. I still didn't have to school in the 80s. Or what we would call sex education. It was a health class, but we didn't go into gonads and sperm on there. We probably would have had a field day with that. So
Wow.
this is one of the few days I've actually been on. By the way, last I heard, your dad had gotten home from the hospital. I hope he's doing okay. I know you said that he had some fluid there in his chest, so I hope everything's going all right there at the studio with you and your dad.
Yeah.
I know you had been sick last time we talked, so yeah. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Like I said,
There's your way.
the live stream today went really, really well. We've learned a lot. Grindhead Jim and I both learned lessons on the very first one that we did last year, which was pretty much almost killed both of us. I think that was a marathon 7 or 8 hour stream that we did. We said we'd never do that again, but damn, we went for, what was it, 6? Did we go for 6 hours? We said we were going to stop it at 4 or 5, and we ended up going for an extra hour, and it's a good thing we did, because that extra hour was what got us. We had hit this brick wall at 750, and we just couldn't get any more pledges in. And if Jim had stopped the show when he said he was going to stop the show, the people who came in later that actually pledged and got us over the hump there, they probably wouldn't have. We probably wouldn't have gotten that money. That would have been money left on the table. So we did well by going a little over. And there was actually a couple of things that happened on there that kind of helped. And I'll be more than happy to show these. One of them was me climbing up on the table to get down my Guy King figure, which could have ended in disaster.
Definitely.
As a matter of fact, my wife, when she came home, if you remember now, right now, of course, the toy table is all put back up like it was before. But if you remember, I'd taken everything off that toy table and it had to go somewhere. So it went in the room next to this room here, which is my wife's office. So it was covering up her desk. And that's a
Uh-oh. Don't cross the boss.
No. And so I told her, I said, don't worry. It's all coming back in here, but I had to put it somewhere because I had to get on that table in order to get the figure down. And she said, you got on that rickety table? Are you insane? I said, well, like I told the people, there in the chat who were worried, Burley was worried about me. He said, don't hurt yourself. And I said, it's like Evel Knievel. Sometimes he makes it and sometimes he don't. Most of the time he makes it, but you don't go to the show to see him make it. You go to the show on the offhand chance he ain't going to make it. So that was incentive to watch it. And the other thing I did was a little magic trick that's kind of special to me. And I am going to be uploading this magic trick over to the Patreon. Patreon is where my magic goes. I do not post magic videos long form over here anymore. They don't gain views. The algorithm just doesn't know what to do with them. One of these Saturdays, maybe I can get on and get you youngsters back in line. Yeah, we'll have to do that sometime in the future there at the studio. She's a wealth of information if you guys have ever heard her when she gets on here.
I have.
She tells it like it is. Let me show this little magic trick. It's a gem. It's an oldie. It's a good one. And by the way, if Brick Something is watching the replay of this, here is your signed card right here to Brick Something from Bill Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. And there it is right there in all of its glory. And as soon as I get an address from Brick, I'm going to send him that, plus maybe something special as well. But let's watch the replay of that magic trick. I actually kind of put a little music in it to make it kind of more watchable. Here we go. Oh, and you'll love the magic intro that I do for all my magic tricks. So here we go, guys. We'll watch this real quick.
Since the dawn of time, the tales of folklore have told us where magic originated. Stories and legends of the unexplained have been handed down from generation to generation. It was all around us and took many different forms. In the Middle Ages, this form took place of a constant fight for this magic. A fight between good and evil. Magic reigned in the world. Many say magic died in those days of old. They say magic ceased to exist. However, magic never really died. This trade has been secretly passed along to a very few selected people. Now, get ready to be amazed by your magician, Bill Thompson.
I hope it's going to look all right. I've got this trick set up for Will McLaughlin.
All right. So let's go ahead and do a magic trick. You're going to be soloed up on here, and you do your thing, brother. We love you. Everyone else can mute your mics. Take a quick break while he does this. Okay.
All right, I'm going to move over to the magic cam, and I'm going to adjust my lights just a little bit. All right. Don't want these lights to interfere, so that I want you to be able to see this as well as I possibly can. And there's some glare here that I'm trying to eliminate. And where's that coming from? It's coming from probably behind me. There we go. All right, now I've got a set of bicycle cards here, and I have a little invention that I made here. This is called a angel catcher. I'm going to put this over to the side. We're going to use that in just a second. But if you've ever looked at a set of bike cards, on the back, you'll see that there are two angels. They are both riding away from each other. They're brothers, and they never ever get to ride together. They're always riding apart from one another. And so this is the Two of Hearts, and take it off the deck here and put it over to the side and get the deck out of the way, and we'll take the angel catcher and we're going to put it on the bottom here, and you can see the Two of Hearts is right here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to attempt to catch this angel. Here we go. There he goes. All right, now, let's come over here. Right there. If y'all can see this or not. We're going to move him right over here so that he's riding side by side with his brother. There he is. Oh. Now, forevermore, they'll ride side by side. Now, if you guys want me to sign this card and send it to you, $25. The first $25 donation we get, give me your address. I will sign this card with my name, and you will have your very own special bicycle card with the angels riding in tandem.
That was awesome. Sitting here with the open
mind. There you go.
That was awesome.
Well, thank you there, Rollo. I don't hear anything from anybody else. I guess you're the only one that actually.
I don't know. I think they're flesh just like me. I'm wondering how this is working, but this is what magic is all about. No, that you don't understand what your eyes are just witnessing. This is what I'm going through. I just cannot believe it, and that you have so. Yeah, I mean, you have huge hands, right? And that you can do such fine art things with these fingers. For me, it's unbelievable. I never could.
We're gobsmacked. We've been bamboozled. We've been hoodwinked.
Yeah. Look, that is just crazy. Just sucked it out of the bottom and put it to the top.
That's cool.
Did you even get to see that, Jumbo?
I saw parts of it, but I already know that your magic is amazing, sir. So
I distracted him.
Oh, naughty. Like I said, this card, viewers, this card can be yours. I will sign it. It's a real card. Nothing special. All you got to do, $25 donation.
25 smackaroos gets you a signed card, one of a kind, from our man Bill Lifton. Telling you,
genuine.
Jimbo.
Yes, sir.
Who gets the card?
That's a good question. I have to go with Brick Something because I did it first.
Brick Something. I don't know if you caught it or not, but I did a trick earlier today where I took that angel that was in that circle there and I put him over here live on camera. This is that card. I'm going to sign this card and I will send it to you, but I need a snail mail address from you so that I can send it to you. Brick Something, here's your card. This is a card. As you can see, it's got the two angels on it. And on the other side, I've signed it and given you a shout out on it to Brick Something. Bill, Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. This card is coming to you, brother. Thanks, man. Thank you for your support.
Awesome.
I think that's cool.
Yeah. And congratulations, Brick Something. As soon as I get a message from you where to send that, it will be on the way to you. And I've got 5 whole viewers right now. I'm sure everybody's tired from earlier today, but I may have run everybody off with the As Boys Grow video. I don't know. I probably should have waited late for that. I messed up by not showing the good stuff first and leaving that for last.
I was about to say, Bill, didn't you want to? You were looking for a ground ripper, a road ripper,
a real one? Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a real one.
I've got an extra one, but I don't have the ripcord.
Well, the ripcords, there you can come by them. I wouldn't mind having it. Yeah, I'll take it.
I'll send it to you.
All right. Well, I'll send you my address on Instagram here either today or tonight or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow because I'm about wiped, and we've gone for an hour 12. I've got one more video to show, and then we're probably going to call it a day. And Susudio asked down in the chat where Largo is. Well, first of all, Largo did have other things that he's working on. Second of all, Largo is not as idiotic as I am. He spent all day on that live stream just like I did. He's like, damn that show. Bill, you're out of your damn mind. He didn't say that in reality, but that's what he was saying up here. He begged off, and I understood perfectly. I'm the one who said, damn it all, I'm doing my show. There's folks that don't know about the live stream from other places that do watch my show at this time that are going to be like, well, you played hooky, Bill. Why? Well, But speaking of which, next Friday, Saturday night's late night show will be featuring Zorro.
Oh yeah!
Wow.
So and Largo does these deep dives. He researches these things. He makes the slides, and I merely come in and help him read them. Sometimes I contribute a few websites for him to look at to find some of the information. Some of them I have done, but this time I never did a website on Zorro back in the day. So when there's nothing on the Internet Archive for me to pull from of my own work. I do know that Zorro is a little deeper than most people think that he is, because the pop culture Zorro is in the front of everybody's mind, but that's not what me and Largo are after. We're after the root of the character, so you can find out where it came from and how it evolved into what it is. I can't wait till we get to the Lone Ranger, because there's a lot to that too that you guys don't know. Wow. But as far as Zorro goes, if all you ever remember was the old black and white, or might have been color Disney show that they used to show. I remember it. That was a pretty good show. Don't get me wrong, but Zorro was originally a novel, and it was written probably back in the 20s, I would say. But very good. There's a lot of information that we were not aware of, and the who, where's, and whys, and how Zorro has developed over the years, and where he's going into the future. So, yeah, we're going to look into that with a late night spotlight on Zorro next week. What do you guys think?
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I think it sounds awesome.
Yeah, I think we'll have a lot more than 5 freaking viewers next week. You guys, thank you for enduring me tonight.
Always.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much, and I hope you guys did enjoy that magic trick. Now, y'all think about what you might want to talk about, because I'm going to show one more video, and then we're going to wrap this thing up, guys. Okay? So, earlier today, I set the amount very, very high on purpose, because you'll see it. I filmed the whole thing of me climbing up there to get the damn thing down and bringing it out, and I showed it off. I have a Uni-5 Guy King figure. It is a remake of the original Poppy figure that came out in Japan back in the day. And it's mind blowing, because most of us remember the Shogun Warrior version of this, which was a mere shadow of what the actual Poppy toy was. This is an almost exact reproduction of it. But where I had to go to get this, and what I had to do to get it, was pretty precarious. So I set the amount high. When we reached our goal, I had to follow through and go up there and get it. So here we go, getting down my Uni-5 Guy King.
Now we're just going to have some fun before we go. I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to make him biggest.
Be careful, Bill.
Be careful, Bill. Don't hit your head. You son of a bitch. I knew he was going to do that.
So, I never bought a Funko in my life. So this guy has been donated to me. And it's a kind of a double cruel thing, because it's a Thor. Nah, I don't have any problems with that. We're gonna bring this guy down.
So his hands taking something down off
We're
my
gonna
shop.
bring that guy down. They destroyed Loki. I will destroy Thor, though.
It's a good thing, Bill, because now that he's down, you can give him a bit of a clean.
He's going to have to get a little clean here, because he's dirty. Shall I bring the box down too, guys?
Thor, flames, and fire.
Yes.
Thor, flames, and fire. I will go out.
All right. All right. Now I got to get down from here without killing myself. Oh, shit. Oh, my knees are hurting. Woo! I hear no screams of joy from you guys that I didn't kill myself. Ooh. Okay. Get back over here to the main cam. Before I go any further, in order to get to the robot, I had to get this picture off the shelf. There's a doughboy in that picture. That is my grandfather in World War I.
Cool.
This picture says First Sergeant E.P. Thompson, U.S. Army, somewhere in France. He didn't even know where the hell was when that picture was taken. He knew he was in France. All right. We'll start with the box and then we'll go to the robot. And I'm going to do it on this camera here. Here we have the box on the front. And it is by Uni5. We see that here. Here's the side art that shows you all of the different accessories that you could buy from Uni5 to go with your jumbo machinders. They did make a jumbo machinder there of Mazinger Z, along with his scrander that he could have on his back. And we've got the side art here showing the different ways that the robot could be configured. His head was removable, and you had these two giant horns that you could put on him so that he could sort of transform. And here is the bad boy himself, Guy King. You got his titty missiles in there and 3 extra missiles to go along with it. Here's his head, which is removable. On his back, he's got his jetpack. His arms move and his fist shoot, which I'm not going to actually fire the fist, but it comes out. Both fists fire. There we go. And something that the Shogun warrior never had, you could take his swords off of his legs and put them into the hole in his hand so that he could hold his swords. And let's see if I still got the horns in the boxes, which are where they should be, the big giant horns. They should be in the box. Let's see. This box hasn't been opened since I bought the darn robot, I don't think.
Hey, Jones, welcome back, man. I just wanted you to know we hit goal, brother. We hit goal.
Yeah. I don't know if this is going to this is going private, isn't it? I'll
make it
myself going up there looking for that. I hear the horns are, yeah. Haha.
There we go.
So yeah, I've still got the horns. They're down here in the box, but
Brick says he doesn't remember the hinged chest on the U.S. Shogun Warrior version, so you may have.
Because this is based upon the version that the Shogun Warrior was a pale imitation of.
I have a feeling there's a reason that he's way up on the shelf. That's probably a very, 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 very hard to get figure.
Yeah, now it is. Even when he was available, he cost a hell of a lot of damn money, and they've gone only up in value because Uni5 no longer makes these. I don't even know if they're still in existence. But over here somewhere, I think I put that box away. I actually had a Uni5 version of the Great Mazinger as well, but the Mazinger that I have on the shelf over there is an actual Shogun, but I stole his scrander and put that on his back from the Uni5 version. Mm-hmm. But there he is in all of his glory. That's and awesome. He's got the wheels on the bottom and everything. And he's dirty. Ooh, he's dirty. We're gonna clean him up. So I'm gonna put him off to the side so we can give him a good rub down before he goes back on the shelf. There you go, guys. That's my Uni-5 Guy King Jumbo Machender. And yeah, we had to scrub him down just a little bit. How long do you think it has been since I've had my hands on that Machender there, Sir Clifton?
Quite a while.
Probably 15 years. It's been sitting
Wow.
up there on that shelf, and I haven't touched it.
Wow.
And while I was up there, I saw something that I'm going to have to get up there and get down. Do you guys remember Rom the Space Knight?
No.
Well,
Not by name.
Marvel Comics is what most people remember because they did a long run of Rom the Space Knight. But Rom the Space Knight was one of the first electronic toys that came out back in the day. And there was an iconic back cover comic book art of that that was drawn to make kids want to buy the damn thing. And I wanted one so bad, especially after reading the first issue of Rom the Space Knight by Marvel Comics. But I never got the figure when I was a kid, but I got it as an adult. And it works. I'm going to have to bring that thing down and show you it. If I had been a kid and got it, I probably would have been disappointed. But he is an electronic toy. He does a few little things like he's got a translator that makes beeping noises. He's got his respirator works, and he's got two weapons. One is an eliminator, and the other one. I think it determines whether you're a good guy or a bad guy, Ray. But the Marvel comics are worth getting. They really are, and they've tried to revive this character a couple of times, but without it being firmly set in the Marvel universe, it's really impossible. But Susudio says that she has all 13 issues of Rom. Yeah,
Wow.
I've read them. I have read them, but I don't own them. I own the first issue. Matter of fact, I have my short box within reach. You want me to grab those that issue and show it off there, Sir Clifton? Maybe it'll jog your memory. I'm going in deep a dive into my box. Oh crap! Do I have it out, or did I put that thing up? It should be right here in the front. Dadgummit. Maybe I lied.
Whoa.
Yeah, ruh-roh. I may not get the ROM. Oh, yeah, here it is. Ha, 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 ha. No, I didn't lie either. All right. I'll put it on the toy cam and embiggen it so you guys can see it a little bit better. All right. That jog anybody's memory right there?
Looks familiar.
All right.
I don't think I remember it.
I'm going to pull him out of the bag here and let you see that iconic comic book ad that was in there. See if you guys can see that. Rom the Space Knight, new electronic action toy. Rom has come. Evil is on the run. Rom's energy analyzer lights up bright red and makes strange electronic sounds. Pretend it allows Rom to see if creatures are good or evil. Rom's translator makes eerie electronic sounds and lights. Imagine Rom has the ability to communicate with any intelligent being in the universe. Rom's weapon is the neutralizer. It flashes and makes electronic zapping sounds. Pretend it sends the evil creatures into the shadow zone. From outer space to the pages of Marvel Comics to your toy store comes the mighty champion of truth and justice, the greatest of all space knights, Rom. Rom the Space Knight is a micro electronic toy from Parker Brothers. has rocket pods that light up. His respirator makes realistic breathing sounds, and the 3 accessories shown not only light up, but make dramatic electronic sounds, 9-volt battery not included. You can pretend he has come from a galaxy far away to share heroic adventures with you. Ron the Space Knight by Parker Brothers. And he's up there on my shelf, and I saw him, and he was right up there by the Guy King. I'm going to bring that down one of these days and show him off to everybody here on the channel. But this is the issue right here. It had me when I was a kid, and I wanted that toy so bad. And what a disappointment it would have been if I'd actually gotten it.
Yeah, I remember Parker Brothers, but I just don't recall remembering that.
Ron might have been before your times for Clifden. I think you're about 4 or 5 years younger than I am, if I'm not mistaken. And
yeah, sure.
He came out, I think, in the latter part of the 70s, if I'm not mistaken. What Sue Studio knows what ROM is here. My ROM got ruined in my parents' basement. I have the Alice Cooper Marvel comic. Oh, okay, yeah,
all right,
yeah. I did want to get I think issue 2 of ROM, and I was looking for it at a comic store in Memphis, and in order to get issue 2, the guy was going to try to make me buy all 13 issues because he had them as a bundle and he didn't want to split them up. So I'm like, okay, cool. Well, I'll just have to pass on that, man. But there he is, ROM Space Knight. And I'll show him off one of these days. That's a tease. Keep watching, folks. Stay tuned. You never know what you'll see on here. But that's
no.
about it for me. You guys got any final thoughts? Go ahead. I'll start with you there, Michael Purvis, since you're a guest on the show tonight.
I was going to ask you, are you collecting the Batman 66 like figures?
The McFarlane 66.
Yeah.
Somewhat. The only actual figure I have from that line is the Catwoman figure, and I got her for one reason, because the Mattel version of that did not have the mask on.
Okay.
Yeah, I have all the figures of the main line already from the Mattel versions, which are superior in my opinion. So I felt no need for the figures. Now the newer figures are enticing. You've got Egghead, King Tut.
Right. Yeah, I just got him
did not get released earlier in the Mattel line. The Mattel Batmobile was superior to Todd McFarlane's Batmobile, but McFarlane released those 2 play sets, the Villain's Lair and the Batcave. The only problem is they're out of scale for the figures. They're superpower scale where the figures are 6-inch figures.
Right.
But yeah, I've got the 2 play sets. I've got the Bat Cycle because my daughter's boyfriend gave that to me for Christmas. He asked me if I wanted it, and I said yes, so he bought it. And it's nice because it's made of plastic, and I feel like I can play with it better than I can the die-cast Hot Wheels version of that, which is also scaled correctly. So, but are you collecting those, Michael?
I've got them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, quick while we're still on the air here, review them for us. Tell us how you feel about them, and be honest, man.
I think they're doing a good job with them. My only I guess bad thing to say about them is they don't have nothing to hold with their hands. There's no batarangs or nothing.
No accessories. No accessories. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how well they scale, but Figures Toy Company made an accessory pack for their Batman 66 line, which was Mego size.
Right.
Which means that it might be a little big, but then again, I used the bomb from that for my Batman to carry in his hand because it just worked, you know. Some days it's hard to get rid of a bomb.
Oh yeah.
That's classic.
I mean, in my opinion, that was the best Batman ever.
Yeah. And now the other thing, Mattel released a Bat computer along with a Batman figure with you could put a Bruce Wayne head on him if you wanted to. And
Okay.
that also included the different bat sprays, like the shark repellent bat spray, and also the red phone was in that. And now, from what I understand, McFarlane is coming out with the Bruce Wayne study, with the sliding bookcase and the desk with the
Yeah, it's
bust of Shakespeare and all that on it.
what are they
That's
calling that? Wayne Manor, I think.
Yeah, and that one there is going to be hard to resist. If I see that in a Target, I'll buy it. I'm not going to pre-order it from anywhere, but occasionally I go to Target, and occasionally, something like that will be in there, and boom, I'll get it. Let's see. Susudio says it was around 70 or 79, working at Stop and Go. And I have a latex Batman mask from Mike Keith. I remember those. Do you remember that you could buy a full rubber costume of the Keaton? Yeah, I remember when those came out. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Any further thoughts about the McFarlane 66 Batman line there, Michael?
I think they need more like heroes.
Mm-hmm.
They can do Alfred, a couple of other people.
I think we do need an Alfred the Butler full figure, not one in the Batman costume, but one in his Alfred costume, maybe with a tray in his hand,
right?
Yeah,
with some milk and sandwiches.
I mean, they could do the commissioner,
Commissioner Gordon, Chief O'Hara.
Chief O'Hara.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to have just a regular Gotham police officer and Chief O'Hara. And I had a customizer years ago that made me a bat signal that was 1/12 scale. And it's the bat signal from the Batman TV show.
Okay.
I think I've showed it off on here on live streams way back when I first started. I'll have to bring it out again one of these days. But I've always wanted a couple of police officers to stand there and flash that thing,
That'd be cool. Yeah.
It would
be. All right. Well, Sir Clifden, you get to end off the show with your final thoughts there, sir.
Well, I'm not doing the 66 Batman. I want to, but I'm not able to find what I want right now. So that's on a big back burner. But I am doing the superpowers, the McFarlane superpowers. I'm doing that.
I am as well. So are you excited about the two vehicles that we've been teased about that we haven't seen hide nor hair of?
Very. Yeah.
And I was talking with Grindhead Jim about this. He feels like that Batmobile. We've seen a kind of a 3D drawing of that wasn't colored. So we think it's going to be colored in the dark blue like the Batwing was, of course. And he felt like it's going to look more like a hybrid between the original Batmobile and the Keaton Batmobile.
That would be pretty neat looking. It'd be interesting.
Speaking of Keaton Batmobiles, did you guys get in on the Keaton Batmobile that dropped here recently?
Oh, nah.
All in.
You're all in. So did you get the figure to go with it as well?
Yes, I just got the Keaton Batman that you could put in it or having stand beside it. That's all I was interested in.
Are you guys excited about the Flash movie just to see Batman? Or are you excited about the Flash movie to see Flash or the Flashpoint? Or are you ambivalent?
I watch for Batman. That's about it.
Yeah,
I think that's everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of done with Ezra Miller, but I do want to see the return of Michael Keaton's Batman. So I will endure this movie just for that.
Right.
I wish this comeback wasn't like going to be in this movie, shrouded with the whole Ezra Miller deal. I'm not very happy about that at all, but I'm very, very, very excited that Michael Keaton's going to come back. He is outside of Adam West wearing black.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton is Batman in black.
Absolutely. Yeah. He was the first.
I wish that we could get a gray and blue
Yeah.
Let's get out of the black Batman in the black suit. Let's get some kind of color going. That's what I really want.
I think it's become too dark.
Yeah. Well, we can blame Frank Miller for that, but we can blame him for a lot of things too. I think Frank lost his mind there towards the end of working with DC Comics and Batman. But I think that the Flash movie was in the can and has been in the can for several years. And Warner Brothers stand to lose a lot of money if they don't put it out. And so I don't know how much it's been recut and shaped to become what is eventually what they're going to show in the movie theaters. But I'm going to have to compartmentalize my mind and forget about Ezra Miller as a human being and just think about his character. And just would be good. I think what they have done with this movie, and I don't know how much they've had to recut and reshoot to do this, but they're going to use this flashpoint in there to do a soft reboot of the DC cinematic universe.
Probably, yeah. I just don't agree with his what he's done outside
Well, no sane human being would. And we know that it's shrouded with that controversy, and I think part of that is why this movie's been delayed as long as it has, because Warner's knows very well that the collective human consciousness, the memory is short, and as soon as these news cycles are over and Ezra Miller goes away and is not being shown in the news constantly on a daily basis, most people will forget about him, and they will go to see the Flash movie and won't even realize what Ezra Miller had done, and then they'll make some money. That's what I think that they're hoping, and that's part of the reason why this movie's been delayed. It was supposed to have been out 2 years ago, right?
I think so.
Yeah, somewhere right in there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been delayed a while. All right, guys. If you don't have anything further, we're probably right around the time I usually quit a show anyway. I was glad you guys showed up, Michael. It was good to have you on, man, and your collection looks awesome.
Thank you.
We look forward to seeing what more you add to it in the future. Sir
I'll
Clifden, yes, sir. And Sir Clifden,
anything else you need vintage, I've got like extras.
All right, I'll be in touch with you on that, Michael, and I appreciate that, man. We'll talk. All right.
Okay.
And Sir Clifden, thank you for coming in and stepping into Largo's shoes for me tonight. It was a pleasure to have you on. And
thank you. Very proud to be here.
All right, and anytime you want to come on and just be on the show, just DM me before the show, and we'll try to find a place for you. All right, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, folks. This one is it. I'm glad you all showed up. And come back tomorrow. We're going to look at some toys. We're going to open up War Duke on tomorrow's show. But in the meantime, have a good journey.
Good journey.
Special thanks to these supporters on Patreon. Without your help, these adventures would not be possible. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's adventure, please hit like and subscribe and share the video.